Okay, everybody. Welcome back to this week's bingo. It's the One Piece bingo. Everybody
Woo!
clap.
Woo! Yeah! Yeah! One Piece! Woo!
Got a lot of reach for it to reach the ears of that one fan over there, that's for sure. All right, everyone get your One Piece bingo boards out. Get ready. All right, the first bingo item, Zoro gets a new sword that's all black named Shusui. Little specific.
Got one.
Damn, I missed that one.
Congratulations there. All right, next. Luffy absorbs shadows and becomes a Franken monster. Who had that?
No, I definitely should have seen this coming.
What the fuck is this?
Riveting competition. Next, we have Oars gains the ability to stretch.
Oh, definitely call that. Nice.
I thought about it once in my dream. I'm going to take that one.
Sounds to me like we got a real nail biter on our hands, folks. All right, next we have Second Warlord shows up in the middle of the arc.
This is easy. Come on, writes itself.
I didn't even want to be here with the first one, let alone the second.
Okay, next. Soga King makes a return.
Okay, I got that one.
Easy.
Yeah, it's not even a challenge.
I hear some snickers in the background. That sounds like it must have been a dead giveaway. All right, next.
Bingo!
Oh,
What? No. Judge, check his card. He's cheating. I know he's cheating.
Bingo, baby.
well, we have a problem on our hands, folks. Unfortunately, sir, you do not have a bingo.
What?
But
What do you...
the problem is
It
you
says it
didn't
right
have
there.
one. You didn't have one yet. I'm looking at your card and what I have in my hands, and you're about to get it. Moira goes down before getting any backstory or depth.
Son of a bitch.
Well, I knew. That's why I said bingo. I knew it was that one was coming next.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I saw it once. I looked on the
competition. Well, thanks again for joining us for this week's bingo. I hope you had a fun time like I did.
What's my prize?
Your prize is that you get to look at my happy complexion.
He's beautiful.
Is there any tapioca left?
Shut up.
Nurse, can we get more tapioca?
Someone plug Jordy back in.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he's back. Oh, Jordy lives.
He's alive.
Now I'll plug him again. I like seeing the lines go up and down.
Wait, were you plugging and unplugging Jordy back in?
It's a hard reset, like on a computer. You know, he's just trying to put him into factory reset mode.
Hello.
Hello, Jordy. How are you?
No, this isn't Jordy. This is Zombie Jordy.
I'm surprised you're even here.
Sam.
I am too. I didn't want to miss it.
That's fair.
I respect that, Jordy. I'm proud of you for being here.
Grind set, mindset. Am I right, boys?
So welcome back to this One Piece podcast.
Welcome back.
We watched not one, not two, not three, but six episodes this week. So we've got
welcome.
a lot to talk
I
about
knew what he was thinking. Same mind.
and a lot to dig into. So why don't we, instead of wasting time, maybe go straight into the summary. I hear that Justin wanted to read it this week. Hey, Justin?
Yeah. Mama.
Jordy sipping his tea or whatever over there.
It's a Red Bull.
Red Bull. Get out of here. If you're drinking a Red Bull, you hate yourself more than you already do.
Oh my god. No, it's tea. I put 4 little packets of tea in here.
Hello?
4 little...
It's stronger, bro. 4 times the strength.
I feel like you should just... Anyway. Summary time. As the dawning sun approaches, our heroes find themselves at their wits' end trying to defeat Oars. Using every tactic at their disposal, the Straw Hats take turns unleashing a storm of wombo combos, but nothing seems to be working against such a colossal foe. Eventually, Oars begins to catch each member off guard until only their strongest members, Nami and Usopp, remain. Even Zoro, who seems to be holding his own, was punted straight into oblivion. The situation, however, remained bleak only momentarily, because while his crewmates were being decimated, Luffy was busy being stuffed to the brim with shadows of mass destruction. He'd come across some very knowledgeable folks who happened to know exactly how to assist him in his fight against the tag-teaming Moria and Oars. And now, wielding a massive blade and more than 4 times his own original size, Nightmare Luffy enters the battle. With only minutes before sunrise and even less with his newfound power, Nightmare Luffy furiously unleashes an onslaught of massive proportions, grappling and tossing Oars with unfathomable ease. But it wasn't enough, and now Oars recovers while a regular Luffy takes a moment to regain his composure. Luckily, during this time, the rest of the crew got over their decimation and once again unleashed a Straw Hat special, this time with extra pickles. Now with Oars done for, Moria takes a final stand, but he too is defeated by one very determined rubber boy. And in his final conscious moments, he thinks to himself, "You may think this is a victory, but the real nightmare is waiting for you in the new world." Having believed it is all over, everyone begins to cheer. But the sun still rises and the shadows yet to return. And so our episodes end with nearly half the crew being turned to dust. How will this play out? To be continued.
Oh, Thanos jokes.
You know, muting you guys actually works for me. I'm gonna keep doing that from now on.
Good job, Justin. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm not your dad.
Man, this podcast is really on something for tonight, huh?
We're just overlapping things all
Wow.
this entire time.
And we're already 12 minutes in.
I blame the sick man behind the curtain.
Well, then maybe you should just hold off until you have something positive to contribute.
No, I don't want to miss this. Oh, I thought you can tell me to get out. No, fuck you.
All right. So anyway, these episodes. So we had the Kuma and Moria interaction. At what is that the first thing that happened? No, not really.
It was kind of early on, but
Okay, so it happened.
It was like the second thing of the first episode, you know.
yeah, we open up with more Straw Hats versus Oars action, but it fairly quickly goes into Moria talking to Kuma.
Gotcha. So yeah, Kuma comes in and he's giving the lowdown of saying all right, so we got the new warlord that replaced Crocodile. His name is Blackbeard. And they made him a warlord after he got done fighting Ace. And that's pretty much the long and short of it. But more to the point, Kuma also shows up to be like, hey, by the way, Moria, I don't you didn't hear this from me, but the government, they're a little worried, and then he's like, go on. He's like, well, considering the situation with the straws, and he's like,
Choose your next words very carefully, but I'm listening.
We don't have Crocodile anymore.
We lost Crocoman to the straws. CP9 kind of went down.
No one saw Lucci losing. No one saw that.
Yeah.
You have that on your bingo card? I did it.
It was just I came here by direct order to just be here for you. I'm here for you.
Yeah. You want me to help, I'll do it, but I don't gotta.
But I don't have to. And then Moria's like, good, fucking stay there.
No, you're underplaying it. He went
full Ree. He was like, Ree! I didn't ask for help! I don't need anybody's help! Ah!
The government is concerned the Straw Hats will take out another one of the 7 warlords. That would be most unfortunate.
You better be joking! Do they think I'm not up to the job? I've never been so insulted in my life! They sent you here to protect me against those pathetic nobodies!
If you think my assistance could benefit you, I'd be happy to help if you but ask.
I've never heard such bullshit in my entire life.
You come into my house?
You come into my boat with
on the day of
my
my
mouth
zombie's
gate.
wedding.
On the day of Absalom's wedding.
You come into my house on the day of Absalom's wedding.
And you ask me if I need help?
Son of a bitch. So Moria doesn't take that very well. He takes it very personally and basically tells Kuma that he's to do nothing but bench himself for the remainder of his time here. However, Moria does not stop here. We find out that immediately following his little interaction with Kuma, No idea when he got there, but he just kind of was
teleport. He just instant transmissions in there.
Nah, man, you never see Power Rangers? He just like jumped and then, fucking flew into the cockpit.
There's no transition.
They explained it. His shadow.
Right, I know. Eventually you assume that he threw his shadow into Oars and then TPs to it, but and initially you're like, what? He was just in the tower. How did this happen?
He was in the tower talking to Kuma.
The scene where he's talking to Kuma, it felt like he was in Oars talking to Kuma.
Wait a minute, hold on. He might be onto something.
It seemed that way.
No, I mean,
he just like walks over to the side, opens the window, and he's like, "Hey, yo, chuckle fucks, I'm here too."
He looks out the balcony. That's not really a balcony. It's just Oars' fucking.
It's actually the curtain that is Oars' stomach.
But speaking of Oars and Moria, though, Devin. Hey, Devin.
Doesn't count. He wasn't physically controlling him.
Bro, he has a whole cockpit and everything.
Flesh mecha.
No
Dude.
controls, no mecha.
He can though. What do you mean?
That's a flesh bus.
No, he literally he calls it a cockpit, and he can control Oars with the shadow. The shadow follows whatever he does, or Oars' body.
Also, what the fuck?
All right, well,
Listen, this is just One Piece stuff. You gotta drop this.
What the fuck is this logic that your shadow dictates everything that your body is physically capable of doing?
Well, it's physics. It's 1-to-1.
It's not that the shadow does. It's that they're going off of the logic that the shadow always follows. So whatever the body does, the shadow will do.
Yeah,
and
but the shadow can extend the body to make it so that this body. So by proxy, the shadow is more important than the body.
No, it's just that when you place an entity inside of the shadow that can change the shape of the shadow, they just make the stretch to make Oars stretch.
Yes. Also keep in mind, okay, this was very explicitly stated. He cannot control a Joe Schmo shadow to do whatever he wants and do that to Oars. He merges his personal shadow with Oars and then controls his own shadow in that way. So
but
he only has
still,
like this.
The shadow itself is affecting Oars' physical body.
Correct.
That's fucking stupid.
We're not saying it's not a stretch, but I think it's a pretty dope.
It's a long stretch.
I mean, for One Piece standards.
I think,
the fact that he could just throw his shadow out wherever he pleases and be like, poop, I am here now, versus being like, oh, hey, you know how like where you move, the shadow goes? But what if I make shadow move, body go?
Okay, hold on, wait. Before we go anywhere else, I feel like we're dodging a really important question to be asked. Do you think Gecko Moria is sponsored by...
All right, I'm going to need you to stop talking now.
You've lost
Dylan,
your ability to speak for the next like 10
that
minutes.
man.
Give me the talking stick back.
Oh.
You will be non-heard. Anyway, moving on.
I think this application of his power where he gets to allow Oars to stretch isn't the worst.
It just doesn't make any physical sense to me.
It's One Piece. We have a rubber boy. What do you want about?
I think it's fine.
Of all the things that they've made stretches on with physics, the shadow logic makes the least amount of sense. Like, the crazy abilities of, like, being able to rip someone's shadows out, sure, whatever. I guess. I don't know. Or, like, the fact that he could, like, control other people's shadows, like, sure. Or teleport, sure. But to be able to mess with someone's physical body by fucking with their shadow with his shadow.
Yeah, and then the best part is that he can physically manipulate the zombie body, which feels no true pain. And when he's done manipulating it in a weird contortion that makes no sense, he can forcibly put it back the way he found it, which is also hilarious.
I like that Moria cutting somebody's shadow out with a giant fuck off pair of scissors isn't as egregious as being able to control said person or a different person through their shadow with his own shadow. The dude peels shadows off the ground like they're stickers off of apples and then cuts it off.
With just some scissors.
With a pair of regular scissors. But that's not as bad as like being able to using logic of shadow follow body. So if manipulate shadow.
Shadow follows body, but he literally stretched him out. Like, If he had like taken damage, like his arm dislocated in the process, sure, I'd be full game. But they literally just was like, I'm gonna make him into a ball. I'm gonna literally make him into like a billion different squares and shapes and shit. That shit's whack.
Right, because he can just put the body back the way he found it. Like, it's not a big deal. He can force Oars to do whatever he wants.
Still wild.
I mean, I don't know. I think out of all the things he's done, that one's not quite so wild. In fact, I would almost give praise for him being as creative with his power for this one particular part.
I'm not saying
find
it's
this to
not
be the best part.
creative. I'm just saying it's wild.
I'm just saying I hate it.
Well, moving on to things that he's done, though, we talked about how he peeled another shadow off the ground. Do we say that this is the result of the original bet? Did we make that last week or was it 2 weeks ago? Saying who was going to get their shadow stolen again? Was it Brooke?
It was specifically that Brooke would get his shadow stolen again.
And the arc's not done yet.
The
so
arc
we
is
can't
technically
really...
not done, so
Still
we
up in
can't.
the air.
I feel like we should still leave this unresolved for now. Although I'm pretty sure that I'm the winner of this bet at this point.
You think Moria's down for the count here?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, Moria does not come back.
But okay, so Moria and Oars are put together, and the big highlight of these, the first couple of episodes at least, was the Straws continually fighting Oars and whatnot while Luffy's out on the run. Just before he comes back as none other than Shadow Luffy,
Nightmare Luffy,
oh, Nightmare Luffy. I'm sorry, it is Nightmare Luffy. I'm sorry,
because he's your worst nightmare.
That was I did not see that coming at all. Out of all the things, this was not what I saw. I was like, as soon as I started doing it, I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
he thought he had to like close the door behind him, make sure no one walked in on him. He's like, I don't know where this is going, bro.
Man, how sick was Nightmare Luffy, dude? How sick is Nightmare Luffy?
I don't know what's going on, but thank you. That was a close call,
What?
Who are you? Get lost!
You don't recognize me? The name's Monkey D. Luffy.
Luffy!
I'll be honest here. As we all know, have the memory of a fucking squirrel. So I knew this was happening, kinda. Like, I remember the image of Nightmare Luffy very vividly in my head. I just did not remember how he got there. I was like, how does Luffy get blue skin again? What happened?
Why is he blue?
Well, it's supposed to be more like ashen gray kind of deal.
But he also hella tired because he has shadows under his eyes.
Well,
That's just to emphasize how cool he is.
dude, how cool was he when he absorbed that one sword shadow guy?
Bro.
They were just like, hey, do you know how to use a sword? And he's like, no.
Yo, he went full Zoro.
They just chuck a random sword out of nowhere, and he's like,
Bring the sword! Wait, how did I do that?
It's quite simple. The shadow we just stuffed inside you used to belong to a powerful swordsman.
We need a whole arc of Luffy holding a samurai sword.
Absolutely.
If
you could just keep the one shadow on him at all times, just tap into that.
He can keep the samurai guy inside of him at all times. We're fine with that. Everything else can go.
Dude, one samurai shadow's like, it's kind of cozy in here. I think I'll stay for a while.
What if that does happen? What if like Luffy like just becomes a samurai? Like, what if he went to Wano? What if he went to Wano and got like formal samurai training?
He wouldn't make it
from like Ryuma's student or something.
He wouldn't make it past the first class because he has no sense of discipline.
Yeah, he's got a point there, to be perfectly honest with you.
Sure. But what about Luffy 6 years from now?
Still no.
I'm gonna go with a hot no.
What about 40 years from now?
A hot never.
What about 40 years ago?
Oh, wait a minute.
40 years ago.
You might be onto something.
Was Dragon a samurai? Dragon a sword guy? Who knows?
We do not know. The only time we've seen Dragon permanently was or in person was when he was not facing off, but he stopped Smoker from jabbing him with the weird thing that he uses.
Let's be honest. Dragon does not seem like a fighter. He 100% doesn't seem like the fighting type.
I feel like he's mostly in a position where he does either one of two things. One, he doesn't put himself in a fighting position because he's just big brain guy up in the sky, like, the tower guy, Overwatch, whatever. Or he just like diffs the fuck out of people. He's like, I don't need to fight you. I'm just that much more powerful. I just kind of like wink at you and you're dead.
People like you only think that because the people who encounter him die and don't get to tell you the story.
That's got a point.
That's interesting. I don't know how we managed to get onto Dragon with this particular set of Fs.
I don't know. Jordy started going into the past.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, he did go into 40
What do you think
years ago.
Luffy's mom is? That's the real question.
Doug Dimmadome.
Doug
Dimmadome. Are we talking about?
Yeah, I know. This just happens now.
It's because of the hat.
Anyway, why is Shadow even in the script? Change it to Nightmare, otherwise I'm going to get confused. But before Luffy does catch up with Moria and Oars together, Oars and Moria have a little duke with the rest of the straws for a bit. They knock them all down too. Frankie just kind of got absolutely demolished.
I think I remember like the smooth way that Oria just absolutely dunked on him. He like dodged, right? Like he made like, you shifted to the left, and then I think he spun around and just straight up kicked him. I think that was the maneuver he pulled off.
Yeah, no, Morior's just pretty much like jumped up in the air and like kicked him into the side of an entire building, and then Frankie was just knocked out from the rest of the episode, for the rest of the fight.
That full count, the animation on that counter, beautiful, but also just like the counter in which it came out was just, oh my god.
I love Frankie's idea too. He was just kind of like, yo, Usopp, we're doing the thing. And then Usopp's like, we've never tested it before. It's just a big sling.
I never thought I'd do this. This was mostly supposed to be for show.
Right. This was supposedly mainly for parties or something. I don't remember exactly what he said.
This is for intimidation factor. It had no practical application.
He's like, when they see a grown man flying at them in the fetal position, they'll cower in fear for sure. We'll never need to do anything with this. And then Robin got taken out because she got her shadow stolen. Poor
Big
girl.
oof. Remember that time getting your shadow stolen knocked you out for like 3 days straight?
I remember.
Well, they said that, but they've proven that you can kind of forcibly wake him up. So I gotta imagine that they did that. You just have to do the right thing, although no one really knows what Robin's big wake-up strat is, I guess.
Yeah, like we woke up the other 3 goons by hitting buzzwords. So.
Oh, wait, no. This makes sense then. You just ask her to join the Megazord, and she says no. Very vehemently.
She woke up specifically to be like, abso-fucking-lutely not.
Yeah, she just gets super angry instead.
The anger fruit.
So you just go, is that a pwn glyph over there?
Where?
And Robin goes, huh?
What? Does anyone know her actual backstory? Professor Clover, is that you? What?
Oh, no.
Not like this.
Oh, no.
Saul? Wait, no. Or you just laugh with the Dada she. I'm sorry, I'm getting too sad now. I should probably say. Poor Robin. She doesn't deserve this.
We don't need to relive this yet.
My bad. But yeah, so she got her shadow stolen. Sanji got his ass kicked along with
Chopper.
It
was Chopper, because we do this thing where Chopper was just inspecting Oars' body, and he goes, I think this right arm is fake. You could probably immobilize this with enough damage. And then we kick it a few more times and that's it. And then later on it's immobilized.
I actually found that to be one of the more enjoyable parts of their skirmish, because it kind of felt like Chopper wasn't really doing much for a hot second.
And then he
until
doesn't. And then he still doesn't.
What? He Clove and Roseo'd that dude in the arm, and then was also like, hey,
also,
hey,
him and Frankie rocked Oars in the jaw. Come on, man. You can't say he didn't do anything.
The only part that matters is that we get rid of the right arm.
Chopper's on the front lines. And where's Usopp, huh? Where's Usopp? Where's Soge King?
Where is Soge King in particular? Soge King being a coward while Usopp's out here fighting.
No. Soge King knows that his face is the one on the poster. So if he shows up, Oars is going to go even harder.
Oars is going to get that adrenaline rush that they're all waiting for.
He's
no.
getting his power buff. You get 5 more power for every enemy with the wanted poster in your area.
Yeah, that's one of Oars' passives. When he knows that somebody in the area is an enemy, he gets 5 additional damage points.
It's a lair action.
Exactly.
D&D joke.
Good old Sanji and Chopper got their ass beat. And Chopper, he was like, hey, guys, being a doctor, pain receptors are actually a good thing for the body. They try to tell you when you're pushing yourself. And this guy has lost them, and that'll be his downfall. I promise. I promise you it'll be your downfall, Oars. Fuck you, Oars.
I'm just sad that we didn't get Yeti Chopper in these. That would have been hell awesome to see fucking Wendigo Chopper fight Oars.
Yeah, but Choppy can't control that. Also, like, taking that many rumble balls fucks him up.
I want to see Wendigo Chopper again.
I just want to see Chopper do actual combat. We just sat on the sidelines for the last 100 episodes or something.
Well, he's part of the Cowards 3. He's not meant for that.
But he still has these actual Usopp. The other two do way more than him though. Still,
you also have to remember that Chopper is kind of literally a child.
Yeah, but out of the 3 cowards, he has the best combat ability, and he knows that.
But he's also the child out of them.
Yeah, but he knows he has the better combat ability out of the other 2 of them, and he still
just because he can fuck a dude up does not make him not scared.
I don't think he knows that really, because he's impressed by anything.
I would say that in this particular situation, Choppy was doing what he needed to do because he didn't want to risk losing his 1 chance at his 3-minute attacks on Oars without knowing that there's a chance that something he does while transformed is going to do significant damage. That's always how I interpret Chopper's, thingy-mabob, is he's like, all right, well, I got to hold off on this rumble ball because if I use this, I got 3 minutes to make use of it. And unless I know for certain that I can knock this fool out, I probably shouldn't go down on it.
I could beat this guy up, but I choose not to.
Right.
There's also a subconsciously thing where he's like, I'm the doctor. I can't really be risking myself too much here because who's gonna medic the medic?
But then he goes and he stands on Oars' shoulder. He gets closer than anybody else.
He pulled evasive maneuvers. He was fine for 2 seconds.
He gets clapped immediately.
People got clapped.
Behind enemy lines.
It takes 0.2 seconds for him to get clapped.
No, it doesn't. He tried to break his shoulder, but then
their attack fails, and their attack does damage, and then they fall off, and they get clapped.
All right, well, I'm sorry you didn't get Wendigo. Regardless, Chopper and Sanji got taken out. Then after that, shortly, I think it was Zoro that got.
Bro.
Yeah, Zoro goes in for another 1v1.
Bro.
What are you broing over there?
It's so good.
It was so good, but it hurt so bad.
Wait, why?
Because this man's like, I don't want Zoro to lose. I like
Bro, that's beyond losing. He got trashed. Oars hit him with the no you. Just like I said in private, Zoro getting kneed into the castle by Oars looked like a little toddler getting kneed into a wall by a rather large person the size of Shaq.
By the mountain.
Yeah, the mountain from
of course he did,
Game of
because
Thrones.
Oars hit the guard break move.
He did break his poise.
It was a beautiful looking maneuver. God bless the animation team, but my God, he didn't have to do Zoro like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, pay attention. If it was up to me, I'd keep fighting you till I couldn't lift my swords. But we're almost out of time. What do you say we end this right now?
Okay. Oh, we'll end this. But be honest, you don't think you can actually win after that beating you took, do you?
Nightmare Luffy coming in for the rescue, saving the only people.
I wanted the crew to have this W. They did not get the W here, unfortunately, because Moria's like, that was a good gag. I get him every time with that one. The old they purified my zombie, but I put my shadow in his mouth to throw the bag back out routine. That gets him every time.
I'd be pretty mentally defeated if I saw that happen to me. I'm like, I don't know what to do now. I am but an Usopp. I made my one shot and I missed. I die now.
Nightmare Luffy shows up, saves Usopp and Nami, and as soon as he picks him up too, they're just like, who the F for you, man. Like, what am I looking at right now? He's like, it's me. I'm Luffy.
I'm Monkey D. Luffy. And they're like, nah, that can't be it. I see I see a little bit of resemblance, but are you sure? He's like, yeah, it's me.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
here.
me. Don't worry. It's all me. Don't worry, dude. And he's like, okay. I'm not sure why, but we'll go with it.
Yeah, she's got the straw hat looks tiny, strapped to his back.
Yeah, it's like right over like the top of his shoulders or whatever in the middle of his back.
Yeah.
You see a tiny straw hat.
It's
It
there.
was there. It do be there.
It is tiny though. Like it's tiny.
But and then as Moria and Oars like find them over on the balcony that Luffy jumped to, he was just kind of like, yes, I see, everyone's been taken out. Well, I'll finish it from here. And then Oars is like, the hell you will, and then just stops the fist dead in its tracks. And Moria's like, the fuck? What?
Wait a
What is
minute.
happening?
I'm a sucker for that punch. That punch with Pinky.
The very nonchalant stop of whatever move is incoming. It's so good.
Cool.
There's only one Luffy. It's me. You got a problem with that?
I like this sort of this Uno reverse card of using Moria's power against him though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is kind of fun though.
It is a very fun application. There not at this point that I can recall anyway have we actively used a devil fruit power against the original user.
I'm gonna hit you with the big foxy dog.
All right, that's fair enough, I guess. That's fair.
I was gonna say that's filler, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not. I try. See, the problem is, Brendan, I've erased Foxy from my brain. Foxy doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sleep paralysis Foxy can't hurt
Except
you,
for
Christian.
Hamburg. Hamburg's there, but he has no association with anybody. He just exists in the One Piece universe.
I don't know who you guys are talking about. Who?
Yeah, exactly. This reversal of Luffy using the powers to sort of defeat at least Oars anyway, and then even then not really defeat Oars.
No, if anything, it had a better effect on Moria because after Moria tanked it with Oars kind of got back up, but Moria was probably passed
He's
out
still
for the small.
He's still slumped in his cockpit.
In the time that Oars was still fighting the straws for round 2 or 3 or whatever the hell you want to call it, Moria was just kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I think it was really fun. I like this. I like this.
I love how they spend what's last week's 10 episodes building up to Oars being this unstoppable beast, and Luffy pops up and like flicks him.
Okay, hold on. Like, you're missing the caveat of Nightmare Luffy rolls up and flicks him. All right, base Luffy probably isn't washing him this easily.
I'm working on a sword throw right here. I only have a limited amount of words. All right, don't at me.
Why many good words when you do good?
Luffy, pow pow.
And then, of course, all the other weird pirate people in the back were like, okay, we got to get him out of here while Nightmare Luffy fights. Oh, no, Oars got back up again. And then the straws come up for round whatever, and they're like, these guys are unstoppable. Whoa, whoa, yeah,
They never give up. They never give up.
Never give up. So fucking dumb. And then actually one of my more favorite parts does come out. So even though the straws without Luffy didn't get the W on this, I do like the final big like team up work together to set up the big final blow onto Oars. Basically, Luffy, after he gets done being nightmare form, he's like, Rook, take me to the top of the boat. Usopp, Frankie, you guys know what to do. Nami, you know what to do.
Chopper, we gotta hurry! The sun's coming up!
Right!
Do you think we can still use this thing?
It's fine. Come on!
I don't believe it! And to think we were all about to throw in the towel!
Hey, it's about to get real ugly here, so get out of the way!
Okay, gotcha! We'll leave it to you then!
Now, pied on the floor!
Yeah, we need more Usopp and Frankie team ups.
Facts, the two engineering masterminds.
I like how Usopp still has his dingy little hammer. His mallet.
That little tiny mallet. Yeah, dude, of course he does. It's the Usopp hammer.
Bro, just you watch. That thing's gonna glow up into Mjolnir. Just you watch.
Absolutely.
Not Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Before Moria does get up and absorb all those shadows, though, which we will talk about, Luffy was like, all right, Brook, it's time. Throw me from the top of this this boat.
That jet sound effect they added when he was falling.
That jet sound effect.
Now toss me!
Are you sure about this?
Yes, I'm sure I'll be fine. My body's made of rubber.
Take care!
Time for third gear. Boom balloon!
I just like the X-ray, execution on
Yeah.
Oars with
the
Oars
Mortal
fire.
Kombat.
Every single vertebrae in Oars' spine snapping.
Yeah, dog. Like they milked it. There was a really cool shot on his face with the giant Luffy arms like over his mouth and stuff, just being like, "And I am now going to crush you, compress your spine to dust." And it's just like you hear every small crack happening.
I just like the fact how he's still alive afterwards, just laying there like in a pile.
Yeah, it's because he's
It's
still
just zombie.
It is literally just a pile of flesh at that point. Like there's all the bones are shattered and don't work anymore. Oars is just chilling. Like he can't do anything else anymore. He's like, I'm awake, but I can't move for some reason. This is strange. I've never felt like this before.
He's like, I can't move.
I'm not in pain. I'm just kind of sitting here.
I just kind of exist right now.
Yeah. Poor Oars, man. He was just hanging, dude. He didn't deserve any of this.
Mm-hmm.
He does, in fact, get all the shadows out of Moria, but apparently it doesn't seem to be enough for our heroes. Maybe? That's the cliffhanger we're left on. All the people are starting to evaporate, and they still don't have their shadows yet. And it goes to be continued. So that's the end of One Piece, folks. We're going to start following Usopp, and Captain Buggy's going to become king of the pirates.
Yeah.
Tevin's like, all right.
I'll see where this goes for a little bit. Wait, what do you mean there's 600 more episodes?
600 episodes so far.
Right.
And that's all that happened. That's pretty much it. Like, was there any other like major beats that we wanted to go over, talk about? Any other burning questions? What about Kuma? Maybe? Where do we think Perona went?
Well,
she did. No,
so we kind of Moria hints at Kuma's power a little bit here when they're having their conversation in the tower. Because
does he?
Well, he
does.
Kuma asks him the question. If you were to go on vacation, where would you want to go? And instead of answering him like Perona did, Moria goes, "Fucking idiot! I know how your power works. I'm not falling for that." So, presumably, my first thought has to do with the question. I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily the specific question, but answering the question poofs you away. As far as I know, it just poofs you away. But for some reason, answering Kuma's question activates some part of his power.
Okay, then I have a burning question for you.
I'm not going to answer it. I understand how your power works.
Damn it.
You just got no you'd.
Assuming that everything you just said is true to some extent, can you name his devil fruit? Assuming he has one then.
Most of these I did look. The first thing that pops into your head is something like the question fruit, but most of if not all the devil fruits we've encountered up to this point are a physical thing. Yeah, everybody's devil fruit is named after a physical thing, or rubber fruit.
Not necessarily. That's a big assumption.
Yeah, because hollow,
I guess hollow is fair enough.
Munch is technically an action. It's not a physical thing.
Yeah, there's definitely lots of onomatopoeias used.
Yeah, I guess
say it's the answer fruit.
What I'm hearing is you think he has the ask fruit.
No, I don't. Ask sounds like too much of a weird. It's too close to ass.
You know what? I'm gonna say Brendan's right. That it is the ask fruit. Just because it's something that fucking stupid.
And they made him a warlord for it.
That is the power. because Brendan's trying to bait us into saying like, haha, it's not that, and he's gonna be like, haha, I told you earlier. I'm calling it out now. It's the ask fruit.
You're throwing mad Justin energy at me right now, and I am better than that. I'm just telling you right now. I am much better than that.
What does that even mean?
It means that would be a Justin move and a half. I am not like that.
All right, well, I just want to put my name in the hat and just say he has the vacation fruit.
The vacation
fruit.
Because I'm pretty sure that's what he asked Perona, right? Or he was going through, like, if you could go anywhere, where would you want to go? That sounds like vacation to me.
But I like the ask fruit. He can just like forcibly make all of your things come true based on if he asks you a question. So he like walks up to the world government one day. Hey, can I be a warlord? And they're just like, I guess. And it's like, no take backs.
Yeah,
no take
like a level up sign appears above him, and he goes up 10 levels and upgrades to warlord, promotes to warlord.
Will you kill yourself? I don't want to. That's not a no.
The only thing, well, I guess Kuma. I was gonna say the only thing I feel like doesn't fit with the ask fruit, as it were, is the part where he just like instant transmissions places, like even faster than moonwalking does.
I don't know. I feel like it's just
no,
shave.
it's easy. He just asks
Or
himself
shave.
questions.
I meant shave.
He just goes like, "Can you put me on top of that balcony there? Thanks me. Thanks me."
Thanks. He has multiple personality disorder, and he just asks his different personalities to do things for him. It's like, oh, can you make this chick disappear real quick? Oh, cool. Can you teleport me behind Nami real quick? All right, cool. Thanks, man.
Nah, that's stupid. He just has shave, bro. Just shave.
It's not shave because he makes no noise. They don't make the shave noise. And as we all know, we need the shave noise.
You think shave is the final form of shave?
He has ultimate shave.
Yeah.
He has ultimate shave, also known as Brick's bone face.
What?
Get it? Because they shaved all the skin off. Get it?
Oh, I don't get it.
Okay. Well, it was an attempt. I tried. It was the best I got. All right. Well, that was the end of it. Anybody else got anything?
Did we talk about the very, very end?
The very,
like sunrise
very
burning
end.
everybody?
We
talk about
did.
that?
Well,
okay.
Brendan brought it up. They're starting to get Thanos snapped out of existence right now.
I'm okay with this.
And then we're gonna follow Usopp, and Buggy's gonna become king of the pirates. We've been over this.
Gotcha.
We got a new opening though. It's got a really fun intro, like actual sequence, but it's just We Are again, which is good. Like, I mean, we like We Are.
It's the remix.
That's fine.
It's new and improved We Are.
There was no spoilers in the opening, artistic scenes, which is cool, I guess, if you care about that.
Next week, 375, 377.
But before we move on, I just want to say I can't wait to get past next week's episodes, because the episodes after that's where the real plot comes in. Next week.
Why you gotta hype me like this?
What do you mean hype you?
Why?
Oh, wait, I'm hyping for the next set. Yeah.
Him just to hype us up again.
Yeah,
I mean, why you gotta do that?
When you do this, it's kind of dumb.
I can't wait for the next episodes. You said the same thing last week.
Yeah, these were fire episodes. What?
I mean,
yeah, I enjoyed these episodes.
Maybe I'm misremembering. I'm pretty sure
Justin's eating the hype fruit.
Kuma's just gonna let them recover first, and then so that it's a fair fight.
Better, he's just gonna leave.
No, he's not gonna leave. he's there.
away.
He's there to murder them.
More like ask questions.
I don't remember him getting that order. That's all I'm saying.
No, Kuma very much seemed like he was about to take matters into his own hands there.
I don't know, man. Kuma just said, I got orders to help
out. And by take matters into his own hands, I mean he was given direct orders from base to eliminate the Straw Hat Pirates right there.
I don't remember that part.
It's like the last thing that happens in that episode.
No, that right. Absolutely happened.
He reports the defeat of Moria, and they go, well, this is out of control. Kuma, take care of him.
Wait, when did this happen? I don't remember seeing this happen.
I just said it's the very end of 374. It's like the last thing that happens.
Yep, can confirm.
Why do I not remember seeing that?
Because you are not an avid watcher.
Evil bad man cliffhanger. But now I've learned that the next 3 episodes, nothing happens. So
moving on to quotes.
I ain't got nothing.
I'll be honest, I said my quotes for the majority of this.
Because a nail bounces back.
Yeah, rubber bounces back. This is probably the banger of the week for these episodes.
And Moria was like, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Moria goes, what the hell makes you think you're so indestructible? And without any hesitation, he's like, because rubber bounces back.
Maybe I am a little snot. A nail that sticks out. But I'll tell you this. No one will ever hammer me down!
You really believe that, don't you? It's almost impressive how damn arrogant you are, kid. What the hell makes you think you're so indestructible?
Because rubber bounces back!
You know, this is one of the nice things I actually really do like about their fight together is that, you know, similarly to Crocodile, I think Moria was having like that little bit of hubris realization when fighting Luffy. But where Crocodile was like taken down a peg, Moria was just like, he had no idea what the hell he was looking. He's like, what in the world do you think you got going on where you can beat me right now? And Luffy was like, well, let me show you, and proceeds to do just that. Hubris is very is a reoccurring thing in this series, and I like to see characters get taken down a peg from having such hubris. All right, are we going on to Golden Ham? Anything else? Quotes? Golden Ham. I have a bit of a what do you call it when people aren't going to like what you have to say?
A hot take.
Hot take.
Hot pockets.
Controversial opinion.
I actually kind of want to give it to Moria. I don't know.
Wow.
I felt that the homie here, even though he was kind of an annoying villain, he's in the league of annoying villains, and we didn't get a whole lot of depth from him. He didn't need a lot of depth. He just came out, had a kooky power. He shot his shot, beat our characters for a while until he got taken down a peg. Short, sweet, to the point, and we're out and about of this arc. To be honest with you, I can appreciate that. And I don't have anything against his use of his shadow power to contort physical bodies. So maybe I'm in the minority of this.
So I hear you. However, counterpoint, Oars.
Yeah, I feel like if I just take your argument, I could just apply it to Oars. Like, I feel like Oars, like, I can't tell when Moria is in control and when he's not. Like, what we see is Oars kicking everyone's ass, but how much of that is Moria doing the dirty work, or, you know, doing the thinking and whatnot, taking control?
Well, Moria's not doing any of the thinking. He's just throwing his shadow into Oars' shadow and letting him stretch. The fighting is all Oars.
Yeah, I feel like for this one, I'm gonna go with Oars.
I don't feel Oars, man. I liked really? Oars when he was full Luffy mode and he was just bumbling about the island doing his own thing.
he likes anti-hero Oars. He doesn't like full villain Oars.
The misadventures of Oars was way more entertaining for me. Under control-ish Oars just became a vehicle for the Straw Hats to get their asses handed to them. I don't know. I'm between more. I didn't necessarily come in here with the thought of Moria, but Brendan makes a fairly convincing point. I was more than ready to come in here and give it to Luffy, though. I'll be honest with you.
I also, specifically for me, I'm willing to give it to Nightmare Luffy, but I could also be swung. I feel like Nightmare Luffy was just such an enjoyable watch for me. Just watching him just straight like overpower Oars is I found it very enjoyable.
Jordy, what say you?
Kind of heard him to speak, so I'm just gonna remain quiet.
Oof.
Uh-oh. It'd be that way.
Ran out of tea, did you?
Someone get him a packet of Halls ASAP.
Well, so what's the official count here?
We got one Luffy.
1 for Moria, 2 for Oars, it sounds like, and 1 for Luffy.
Okay, well, I mean, Jordy, you can still type out your answer here. You can send a smoke signal or something to us. One word answer is fine. All right, well, I don't even know why I bothered.
No one needs to know what he typed. We already know. We should have seen it coming. It was obvious.
I don't know, man. I don't want Oars. I don't know what it is. I just don't feel like I'd rather give it to the slow descent into madness that happens in Moria before Oars just handing out beatdowns.
What's your argument for Luffy here then?
With Luffy, just his being around around. I hate the goose chase that he goes on that every single time, but for it to lead to something like Nightmare Luffy, and then more second gear, and then the cooperation between all of them, the sweet rubber bounces back quote.
Yeah, I could also easily give it to Luffy.
I don't know. Luffy. It's the same. You can make the same argument. Luffy's just doing protagonist things, but at what point do we say like he actually does stuff? You know, he does. Nightmare Luffy happens because he wanders through the forest and happens upon this crew that shoves 100 shadows into him, but he still hands out the biggest beatdown of the entire arc, and ultimately is the reason that they win still, with the help of his friends, obviously. But I don't know.
You know, I agree with what you're saying. I could swing towards Luffy. I mean, if we've only got like a 2-2 right now,
I can go for Luffy. I respect this pick.
I can settle on Luffy, but not Nightmare Luffy, just regular Luffy.
I'll have to take this.
That'll be up to
the
discretion of not us.
All right, but we have
Oars' spine will be over here.
The wiener is Luffy. We have been recording for a minute. The listeners won't know this, but we'll see how long this episode ends up being. We unfortunately do not have a grab bag this week. We've decided that we do not have time. Too many episodes. Too much to talk about. So,
no, the real answer is I forgot to refill the bag, so like there was nothing to grab.
God damn it, Justin!
Sorry,
of a bitch.
I bet you didn't get the bag dry cleaned like we told you to either.
Who dry cleans a bag? It's just a bag.
It is very precious material. If you throw it in the washing machine, it will shrivel.
Whatever. Next week, I guess.
Please tell me you didn't put it in the washing machine.
Anyway, Devin, do the thing.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Panda Sightings. You can also send us questions at pandasightings@gmail.com.
And MySpace.
Oh God, I forgot we were going to do that.
We have a MySpace now. It happened.
Wait, did you actually finish making that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that's right.
Well, we got an email confirmation about it
live.
Yeah, we were gonna. The joke we were gonna do this week was like Jordy was gonna make it in the background and just constantly give us updates, but he has other things on his mind now.
It'd be that way.
He's got Perona on his mind.
Give us that sweet 5-star Spotify rating, by the way. I don't remember if we've mentioned that, and I feel like we haven't. I feel like it needs to be.
I mentioned it several hundred times.
Well, now I'm doing it again because he didn't.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We're almost at 100 reviews. So shout out, I guess.
Shout out to you. Thanks, folks.
All you reviewers.
You guys are the best. If it takes like next to no time out of your day. If you're listening to this episode, just put a
make us 100% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
yeah, there you go. Cool. All right, thanks for listening.
Bye-bye now.